and get them to devise something around that. Obviously not focusing on the secret because the story will go nowhere, and then develop that a bit and hopefully trigger some ideas that they could incorporate into the final piece that they're using as well. So that's really good, and it's about exploring ideas and hidden depths of people, which is all really important. And a lot of the key secrets that I've picked out tonight are about relationships with other people and friendships, which are obviously key things that are brought up within the delay message, and how a good support group can help you through that as well. So hopefully tonight what they'll do is they'll benefit by looking at things in a different perspective, and I'm trying to push them now to be more honest with what they're doing, because last term I came in and I was getting to know them, and they were very, in a way, they're really talented, and I can see them going further than what they're doing, and they're quite melodramatic before, which is taking away from some of the key issues that were coming up and some of the key things they wanted to do. So hopefully now what they're going to do is they're going to move on from the hammy acting and sort of create something that's really honest and something that they'll be really proud of, and I want that to come from them as well, because that gives them a greater sense of achievement, and I think unites them as well, which is what I feel part of the delay message in this project's about.
I'm Nick Hamilton, and I'm the peer mentor for the Salisbury Playhouse DramaXpress group. I was in the youth theatre, the Stage 65 youth theatre with the Playhouse, and I've worked my way through, and eventually they asked me to start doing some projects for them, one of them being DramaXpress as a peer mentor. So one thing led to another, and now I'm here. Well, to start off with, I think that there was a severe lack of confidence and the ability to bond in a group. But in the past few months, I think it's changed quite dramatically, and we're really seeing now a willingness to share ideas and be in a group and to be creative as well, which I don't think was there before. The delay training course, I think, was very effective, and it also timed itself quite well, because it was around that point when the group started bringing up topics mentioned in the course, which of course then helped us to integrate it into their piece, which they did a short piece at the end of the last term, and it ended up being fairly based on a teen pregnancy, so we managed to put quite a lot of input in thanks to the course. The young people responded in a way that I think they knew quite a lot of the topics brought up already. They were very aware of, obviously, the risks and things like that, but I think that our new knowledge sort of cemented their beliefs, and their, they found themselves being able to form a more structured opinion about the subject.
I've been coming to Salisbury Playhouse for a couple of months now. We've just been doing a couple of plays and warming up for activities.
Had you done any drama before?
No, it's my first time. Really enjoying it.
Okay, what do you like about it?
It's boosted my confidence.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. And tell me one of the best things that's happened, one of the things that's made you feel most sort of self-confident, or like you've really achieved something since you started.
I was the main character in one of the plays, and that helped a lot.
Cool. What's been one of the most difficult things?
Being the main character in a play.
Sure. Okay, and how have you found it working with a drama teacher and other artists and something?
I've found it really good, and it's helped me a lot.
Okay, and how do you feel about the piece that you're working on at the moment?
It's about binge drinking, and it's quite good because I'm a machine. And it's quite good.
So, would you, if there was someone wondering whether to come and see it at the end when it's all finished, what would you say to them?
Don't see it. Because I'm in it.
Okay. Anything else that you've sort of had a chance to learn or talked about as a group during the workshops?
Not really. There is stuff, but I can't remember.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
No.
I'm Victoria Briggs and I'm acting youth theatre director at the Salisbury Playhouse. It happens quite often that we have quite a strict plan of what we're going to do in a session, and then depending on who shows up, it has to be chucked out of the window, and that's what's happened this morning. The rest of the group are all ill and 3 of them have shown up, which is great actually in a way, because it means that we can talk more in depth with those 3 and the kind of larger group politics don't happen so much. So it is interesting to have that opportunity. What we've done is we have started off from an idea that Des, one of the participants, has had about teen pregnancy, and the idea that we'll do one scene about teenage pregnancy as it exists now, and then that we'll do a scene in the future looking at the future of that baby. So what we've been working on so far this morning is how the couple get pregnant in the first place, and they've linked that in. They've chosen to link that into a previous scene that we've done about binge drinking, and they've decided that the girl gets pregnant because she's been at a party and everybody's been drunk, and that's all come from them, really.
Do you think there's a value in young people actually reflecting on issues out in the world through this kind of work?
Yeah, definitely, I do. What's really interesting, I think, is that I am very conscious that we never put words in their mouth. So we've approached all of these issues because they have come up with them, and we've asked them what they'd like to tackle through these sessions and in their performance, and they've come up with a host of issues, such as binge drinking and teenage pregnancy, that they're interested in. So that actually hasn't come from us, and I think it's really interesting to let them have their voice, because what they think and come out with isn't necessarily what I would expect them to. I think it's really interesting just to let them go with things, because they won't all have had the same experiences either. They'll all have different takes on a certain situation.
I got involved in this drama project through Protocol Skills, which is an entry to employment government programme. Not a drama project, but I have been in a few productions. Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat at the Mayflower Theatre in Southampton. I also done Aladdin here in 2003 or 2, I think it was. That was very good. That was the Christmas pantomime. I've enjoyed all of this project. Just the lack of attendance of some people is letting it down at the moment. But it's fun in general. Everyone's welcome. Well, we were sitting in protocol, and they 3 members over there, they asked us what we wanted to do for the next project. And everyone was given their ideas, and I said, how about we do a futuristic play? So we do a scene from the past, or as it is now, and then make it into the future. That's how we think it's going to be. So I went home and I sat down and I just wrote the subjects down, and then just any idea that popped into my head, wrote down onto a piece of paper. Quite funny. It's a bit strange, really, because I didn't think I'd be able to do anything like that, but it's happened, so all's good. Happy. Yeah. And I also said that instead of me just writing the whole play to myself, if everyone had their own lines and added their own extra bits into it how they wanted it as well, instead of one person just writing it. Because I think it's fair if everyone gets their own say, because if it's all down to one person, then not everyone's going to enjoy it as much as they would if everyone had their own say and their own actions.
DramaXpress culminated in 2 celebration days called Theatre Rocks at both the partner venues. The groups had the chance to come together, participate in workshops and show their work to each other and their family and friends. They've been amazing days because the groups have had the opportunity to perform on stage, which a lot of them have never done before in their lives.